I've got a feeling he's from Modbury, Rob. I'm pretty sure he is from Modbury and made the move from Modbury. And certainly Campbelltown with a young team. And, it's certainly a good way to go for Campbelltown. They've tried both and, they've started the season. You couldn't ask for better, having scored 7 goals and conceded none.
Phenomenal.
Well, they got a tough one today at Mount Gambier. They're playing this game, a regional round.
No, that's tomorrow, Rob.
Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, they're playing Sunday, sorry. Tomorrow. At Mount Gambier, so they're up against Metro Stars. It'll be a big test for them.
Yeah, well, Metro Stars had, been a little bit 50-50 like Croydon have started here. They haven't exactly come out the blocks, have they?
No, look, Metro had a win last week, obviously against Raiders, but they needed that because the week before they'd lost the game. We've also got South Adelaide, who had a good win first up, but then they had lost to Campbelltown last week, so they're up against Adelaide United, a young team, as we know. That's going to be an interesting game also, Spells.
Yeah, really interesting game. No, we've got some fantastic football around.
Guys, earlier we caught up with the coaches. Tony had a chat with some of the coaches there, well, actually Brazzali and also Joel Porter, and this is what they had to say.
Joining me, Mark Brazzali, the coach of Croydon. Mark, have to say a disappointing start to the season?
Oh, definitely. It's not where we want to be. Obviously, everyone wants to get off to a good start. We haven't, but there's still a long way to go, and we've got another game today to play.
Yeah, Mark, obviously we've had no trouble scoring goals, but conceding has been a problem.
Yeah, look, last week was 3 set pieces, so a bit unfortunate in those areas, but look, they're things that we've been speaking about during the week that we need to address, and hopefully today we can address them better.
Home ground advantage today, what's that mean to you?
Oh, look, it's always nice to come home. I think we're probably the only club that's been out for the first 2 games. We've had 2 games away at the start of the season, and obviously you train here week in, week out, and the rub of the green, and for us it's good to come home the first game, and hopefully we can get a result for our supporters and our families that come and watch and support us every week. First game.
Mark Brazzali, good luck to you in Croydon today.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Joining me, Joel Porter, the coach of the Raiders. Joel, it's been a difficult start to the season for you.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, obviously with the results, it's been a little bit difficult, but we knew the challenge we had ahead of us, and we know it's going to be a long season, and it's probably not the best time to come to Croydon at the moment because they've started 2-0 as well. But look, we're looking forward to the challenge. Every game's going to be a big challenge for us, and it's just about getting our boys up for it today.
Joel, last week, was that an improvement for you against Metro?
Yeah, definitely. Look, the first game of the season at South Adelaide's always going to be tough. They were very physical, and we got a young side, and we just didn't cope with it. And performance-wise against Metro was much better. Just didn't have that little bit of luck. Penalty can go either way, sort of thing. So we played much better, and we'll go into this game with a little bit of confidence.
Well, obviously 2 teams desperate for some points today. Joel, best of luck today, and hopefully the team can perform a little bit better.
Yeah, cheers. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Round 3 of the PlayStation 4 NPL season is proudly brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand. US colleges are recruiting student footballers. Register now for the upcoming trials at www.nsrregistration.com/FFSA.
soccer show every Saturday from 11 to 1. So you do want to keep up with the World game, you can listen to us on 1629 AM with myself, Robert Pacelli and Paul Pelizzo. With me today here at the clash, the big clash, it is Croydon Kings up against the Raiders. It is Tony Lascala with me, co-commentator, and don't forget the boundary rider, which is Andrew Spells with us.
And I will say, the couple of ads that we just had then and produced by the 10th inning team.
Not bad, huh?
Absolutely sensational. So another little arrow that we can fire if we need to for anyone out there, a quality TV commercial.
Exactly. Tony, you had a chat, as we saw on the live vision there, that you had a chat with both the coaches. They seem to be both confident.
Look, yeah, they're going to go into this game. Obviously, one of them is hoping to pick up the 3 points today. For Raiders, Rob, it's a little bit more difficult. They've got a lot of young players out there. On the other hand, Croydon have got a pretty experienced side. They're playing at home. They played their first 2 games away. They're playing at home. It's going to be a really interesting match. But I'll have to go for Croydon. Home ground advantage and the experience in their players, Rob. I think that they'll win this game. Spells.
Yeah, well, I'm going to base it on the B grade that we just watched, and the Raiders were just sensational there. So if that's any indication, and it goes against my grain because I'm interested with Cam Sober joining this group and seeing what he brings to Croydon.
Certainly something exciting. Both teams still haven't got any points, though.
I'll go for the Raiders.
Croydon and Raiders. So Croydon having a bit of a hard games against, I think they played Adelaide City. And, the first game.
Last week they lost to Comets, Rob.
Comets, 3-2. So a couple of hard games. And Raiders lost to South Adelaide the first week. And a credible, maybe 1-0 loss against Metro Stars, which ain't they are a pretty good team, Metro Stars.
Yeah, look, I think Mark Grazzali is quite happy with the goal-scoring side of it, Rob. I think he just has to touch up the defence a little bit because you can't cop that many goals, Rob, and be happy about it. So if he just tweaks that defence a little bit and they play a little bit more confidence, I think that they can win this one. With all due respect to Raiders, they are a young side. They've had a lot of ins this year. And look, the thing about a team like Raiders, you cannot underestimate them, Rob, because they will surprise you. So I'm really interested to see a great game here today.
Okay, both teams just about to kick off here. It is Croydon Kings up against the Raiders. Croydon Kings are in their traditional white strip with a slash of red on their shirt and red shorts, white socks. And obviously the Raiders are in the away strip there, Tony, in the all black strip. And away they go.
And the game's on the way now as Raiders want to go forward here. They send a long ball forward, but a miss hit there. Here's an opportunity for Raiders to go forward on the far side. Trying to get to the ball is Stevens. He tries to take on 2 players. He gets brought down, and it will be the first free kick of the day to Raiders. Too far out to score, so they'll look for somebody up front for the tall timber. And going to take this free kick is their captain in Paleka. And it will be Raiders for the first foray on goals here, Paleka. It will be a right-footed in-swinger. Paleka now getting ready to take this. Waiting for the referee's whistle here. Michael Paleka gets a good-looking ball, far post. There's looking for a Raiders player. Can't find one.
No.
I thought it came off of a Frank Marifiotti there, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Frank Marifiotti, Rob. Might have been just try and pick up who that player was, but I thought it came off a Croydon's head, but obviously the referee did see it differently, and it'll be a goal kick here to the Croydon Kings.
So Costa Zakaropoulos is in goals today. Munro getting a red card last week in the 40th minute mark, so he takes his place for a couple of weeks, says he's got 2 weeks suspension as it goes to Elvis Camsoba, goes back in the back line, Stephen Pepper switches play right-hand side to Jared Brazzali. He sends it to the right, goes all the way back to the keeper. A little bit dangerous as they do clear it. Warm conditions here at Polonia Reserve. Don't forget today's match proudly brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand. And you're listening to us on 1629 AM, 1629 Adelaide. Don't forget, you can see the vision if you've got your smartphone with you. Just go on the nplsa.com.au. And once you get on the site, scroll down, view full screen, just press on that and you'll be able to see the game live here at Polonia Reserve.
As Zakharopoulos sends it long. Here's an opportunity for Klimek. Sends it out wide. Finds Kamsova now. He's got players around him everywhere. He was looking up there for Visconti but didn't find him. It should be cleared here by Raiders. Into the middle of the park. It's Panagaris that gets his head to it. That was a hard challenge there by Bralic. Bralic and Klimek, who's come off worst there. I'm not sure which way the referee's gone here, Rob, but it's a free kick to Croydon by the looks of it. I didn't think that there was much in that, but it will be a free kick to Croydon. Quickly taken there. Gee, missed kick. Visconti with the ball, goes all the way back and finds Pepper. Pepper back to Visconti. Visconti now sends it wide to Klimek. Klimek goes all the way back, finds Pepper. Pepper goes wider. Panagaris tries to find Kamsova. Too far for him. Ball's cleared, but not a good clearance there by Raiders. It should be cleaned up here by Farrell. Goes out even further to Brazzali. Farrell gets brought down by Bralic. Bralic in possession now. It's Saric. Sends it out wide. Here's an opportunity now for Cosmides. Tries to find his player there in Paleka. Couldn't do so. That was a great shot there. Trying to pick up that player. Can you pick that up, Rob? It's 15. Yeah, that's Stevens. That was a great shot by Stevens and tipped over the bar there by Zakharopoulos. Yep. And in the first couple of minutes or so, it's been all Raiders, Rob.
That was a great save by Zakharopoulos.
Well, it was unexpected, that shot. No, I didn't even expect him to shoot from out there. No, Zakharopoulos had to pull off a great save.
So is that the first corner of the game? Goes to Raiders. They've opened up quite well, haven't they? It's on that far side. It'll be Paleka taking the corner kick. So slow one. It's come off the defence of Croydon, and another corner kick, that is. On that far side, once again, Captain Paleka will take it. On that far side. And he'll skew it in with his right foot up there for play there. And for Raiders, it's a chance there, but the referee, Christian Verdicchio, did see an infringement, and that'll be a quickly taken free kick to Croydon.
Croydon now through Panagaris. He's got some space. Visconti in his own defensive half. Looks for Kamsova and finds him. Here's an opportunity now for Raiders. Kamsova, we know how good he is in those positions. Gets it forward. It should be cleared here by Raiders. Good work there by Stevens. Gets it out even further. In the middle of the park. Goes out wide. Finds Saric. Saric with time. Sends a long ball forward, but not a good one. It should be cleared here by Croydon. It is. It's Klimek. Sends it out further. Croydon in possession. Gee, that's a tough challenge there by Bralic. Here's another opportunity for Raiders. And that's a second great shot and great save there by Zakharopoulos, Rob.
That was Kosmides with a shot.
Kosmides, he's been under pressure, Zakharopoulos. This time he takes it easily.
And he's held up well, hasn't he?
He certainly has, Rob. That's two quality saves he's pulled off.
He has. As it is left-hand side, Croydon have been under the pump, haven't they? As Visconti has got it. Left-hand side goes inboard. Kamsova. Played with Raiders last season. Made the move to... played with Raiders. He's made the move to Croydon, as it is on that far side. Brazzali for Croydon Kings. Goes out. It's on that far side. Goes in ball. So Raiders, as I said, have started the game quite well. As it goes to Bralic. Gets across there. It's cut out there by Panagaris. He finds Kamsova. Goes backwards to Panagaris once again. They go inboard. So Croydon trying to get something going. Farrell switches play right-hand side to Brazzali. Goes short to his captain and Luke Klimek. He goes over the centre of the ground trying to find McGreevy, but it's still Raiders. Goes short, looking for the play there in Bralic once again. Referee sees an infringement. Free kick there. It's played just on approaching the 7-minute mark. Coffex Coffee time clock. Parlamento scoreboard It is still 0-0 here at Polonia Reserve.
Yeah, and Bralic put in a couple of great tackles in the midfield, which has made all the difference here. He shows them that he's further out. Here's an opportunity now for Cosmides, but his shot wasn't good, and it trickled there to Zacharopoulos. I'm sure he liked that one better, Rob. Quickly gets it out. Brazali for Croydon Kings will switch play. Visconti gets it out wider. Panagaris back to Visconti. Goes all the way back to Klimek. Klimek now. Brazali, far side with some space. Goes forward in the middle of the park. It's Marafiotti. Not a good ball by Marafiotti. In the middle of the park, one of the Raiders players gets brought down. He's not happy about it. Hard tackle, but it will be another free kick. This time to Raiders. And they've started well.
That was Hutton Addy.
Hutton Addy put in a great tackle there. And
wasn't too happy.
Yeah, and Raiders have started very well, Rob. Certainly have put all the pressure on Croydon so
Speaking
far.
all Raiders, I don't know how you see it, Spells.
All Raiders, mate. As you said, Bralic has just been solid as a rock back there.
It's important, though, guys, that Raiders make something out of these attacking forays that they're putting in, the pressure they're putting on. It's important that they get something out of it, because the longer they go without scoring, the confidence just wears away.
Or the closer they are to scoring, Tony, perhaps.
Well, I guess you could look at it like that.
So the ball came inboard, easily taken here by Zacharopoulos once again. The keeper has done well for Croydon Kings, so into the defence they are at the moment. They go to Panagaris, goes short to Visconti, and he just squares it up, goes to Farrell. Nathan Farrell switches play to Brazali, Jared Brazali. Goes out right-hand side of the park looking for a runner.
Gazettas, that is.
Right-hand side, that's Dion Gazettas. As Raiders just hold the ball, goes backwards towards Karatevlis, and that goes over the sideline on the far side. Joel Porter's picked it up.
He wanted to take the throw in there,
He
Rob.
wanted to join in.
He wasn't a bad player.
He looks in pretty good shape. He probably could play.
Takes the throw in, goes out towards Bralic. They go backwards to Karatevlis. Off the side of his boot, but that's effective in the end. Finding the play there in Bility. And that's headed over the sideline for a throw-in to Raiders.
Yeah, and the real willingness to want to play one-touch footy, and even some of the shots they've had. Just, it was there to be hit, and they're hitting them.
Yep, Bility now to take this throw-in. Goes long, tries to find Savage, still in possession. Goes to Stevens, back to Bility. Bility gets it long. Far post there, it's... can't pick up that play. It might be Stevens. But he loses possession. It'll be Croydon to come away with the ball. They send it long, trying to find Marafiotti up front. He's not going to get to that. And it should be Chamberlain for Croydon to clear this ball.
Probably his first touch.
I think it is, Rob.
For the keeper.
I think it is.
So the ball is with Raiders in the defence. 10.5 minutes played. Coffee time clock. Still 0-0 on that Parlamento scoreboard as it goes on the far side. Is the player there in for the Raiders.
Impressive.
Hutton Addy. And the referee has seen it's just a goal kick, I think. It is.
Rob, it's confused me, but I've just worked it out. Hutton Eddy is wearing 16, and that's why I haven't been able to call him, because we've got him as 14.
I got 16. Oh, you didn't change yours.
Well, you didn't change
I
mine.
didn't change yours.
So it's pretty
I knew
hard
I had to
call.
miss one out.
It's pretty hard to call when I can't tell the number, but it is Hutton Eddy on the other side.
Yeah, Shakaboo. Did he play with Blue Eagles? Rings a bell.
Can't tell you, Rob. As goal kick is taken there by Zacharopoulos. It's been all Raiders so far. They're playing well. Here's Stevens, who had a great shot a few moments ago. Goes all the way back. Gets a good one. They try and find up there Bralic. Sends it out wide. This is Hutton Addy. He loses possession, but he wins himself a throw-in. On the far side, it's Boccaccio that will take this throw-in. Anthony Boccaccio. I've got a feeling he played with Croydon too, Rob.
Yes, you're right.
I might be right. Boccaccio gets it in. There'll be another throw in here to Raiders.
What am I supposed to...
Quickly taken there, looking for Saric. Saric goes all the way back, finds Bralic. Bralic now goes out wider, finds Hutnetti, can't get it in, and it will be cleared here by Croydon. They get it out wide, trying to look for Marafiotti. They find Marafiotti. Croydon try to go forward, but that's a good touch there. I think it might have been Stevens, and that goes out, and it will be a throw in here to Croydon. On the far side. No, it's a free kick in actual fact. Brazzali now goes inboard and still in possession. Panagaris, Kamsoba. Croydon still in possession here. Pepper. Go all the way back to Nathan Farrell. Sends it out wider. Finds Jared Brazzali. Goes back to Farrell. He goes long now, trying to find Kamsoba. He's not going to find him. This will be cleared here by Raiders in the middle of the park. It's Raiders trying to get there. Paleka was. Kamsoba with an opportunity now. Paleka's got some time for Raiders on the counter. Good interception there by Farrell of the Raiders. Goes out wider. Tries to find Marafiotti. Here's an opportunity for Croydon Kings, and that's the first time they've gone forward and looked dangerous. That was Marafiotti trying to get to that ball. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't do so, but it does go out for a corner. It will be a corner here, and the first one to Croydon Kings. That was a lot better there by Croydon. It's the first time they've looked dangerous there, Spells.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a bad cross that got intercepted in the centre of the ground and opened them up, but you're right. That was their first real foray forward, wasn't it?
It certainly was. A Visconti takes one, goes to the near post, headed. It should go out again. It should be another corner. Come off of a Raiders player there. Might have been Bralic. And it will be another corner here to Croydon Kings. This time, who's going over to take it? It looks like it might be Klimek. Klimek, captain for Croydon, goes out. This might be a right-footed here. It is a right-footer in swinger. He's got some big timber up there. Goes near post. Back-headed there. Coming in was Marafiotti. I'm pretty sure that was Marafiotti. Should have done better than that, Spells. He should have put it away from that distance. He goes over the bar. He should have just sidestepped that into the net. Might have probably had more time than what he thought. But that was a clear miss from Marafiotti, and Croydon should be one goal up there.
Certainly right, as Croydon had their chance there. It's still 0-0 here at the Polonia Reserve. You're listening to us on 1629 Adelaide, 1629 AM. Don't forget the boys from the 10th innings live vision here on the nplsa.com.au as the Raiders have got the ball on the right-hand side. Ability goes back there and they're going to attack, trying to find Captain Paleka. With him, Panagaris. Paleka does well, wins the ball, goes one way, then the other, looks for some help there, goes backward slightly, trying to find Pierce Stevens. As it is, Croydon to come away with the ball. Visconti in the back lines. He'll switch play. It's gone backwards though. He was looking for the play there in Gazetas. And that's gone over the sideline for a throw-in on that far side. Quickly taken here by Raiders. So Raiders, Mimi Saric goes short. Bralic, left-hand side of the park. Goes out, goes back to Bralic. Chance for Raiders. Left-hand side, it goes short. Also wide again it goes. It goes inboard and they cross the ball. Not a good cross there, boys, and over the sideline for a goal kick.
Yeah, Raiders still look good in going forward, but it will be a goal kick. It wasn't a good cross there. And Zacharopoulos, who's had plenty to do in the first 10 or 15 minutes of this game. They go forward now. Kamsoba, who switched side. He switched with McGreevy. Gee, gets brought down hard in the middle of the park there. That was a really tough tackle there by Ability, it might have been. I think it was.
Well, it was that tough a tackle. It whipped his boot off.
It
Just flew in the air.
Well, he's only a lightweight, though, but it's a really good tackle. It might have been Karatavilis, so I'm waiting for him to turn around, but it was a tough tackle. and it will be a free kick in the middle of the park. Looks like Klimek and also Farrell over the ball. Croydon now.
Seems if anything might be a slight breeze for the Pirates at the moment.
For the Raiders, you mean?
For the Raiders, I'm sorry.
That's all right. As Croydon quickly take it here, here's an opportunity now to go forward. They do through Pepper. Pepper now gets it forward to Visconti. Looking up there for Marifiotti. Here's an opportunity for Croydon. That time it was Sean McGreevy. Couldn't get his radar right there, but definitely Croydon are looking better in the last 5 minutes or so. That's what I was talking about. Raiders had all the ascendancy in the first part of this game, Rob, in the first 15 minutes. And unfortunately for them, they didn't make the best of it. And now Croydon are just starting to creep into this game.
Score updates, boys, at Burkella's ground. Burkella 1, Blue Eagles 1. This is proudly brought to you by the West Beach Pizza Bar. And Adelaide United Youth 2, leading South Adelaide 0. Wow. And here it is, Croydon Kings 0, Raiders 0. As
Raiders again try to go forward. It goes forward. There was Pepper there that moved that ball forward. Here's Stevens now to Mimic. Saric, sorry, I should say. He tries to find Bility. Couldn't do so. And the ball goes out. It will be a throw into Croydon.
I reckon Cam Sobe changed sides to get away from Biddlety.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. Visconti working hard, but the ball comes off of him, and it will be another throw in here to Raiders. Ability.
He's got ability, hasn't he?
Got a brother. Saric now to Ability. Goes forward. This is good movement there. Saric tries to find Paleka. Does so. But Cam Sober now showing his speed for Croydon on the counter. Sean McGreevy's made a good run, but they're not going to find him in the middle of the park now. They've taken too long to do this. Klimek wants to switch the ball. Again, here's an opportunity for Croydon to go forward. Marifiotti tries to bring the ball down. In the meantime, referees found a free kick out of that. I'm not sure where that was, but this is in scoring distance for Croydon. Klimek over the ball and Farrell over the ball. This could be Visconti's. It could be anyone, Rob. I'll let you call this
Farrell
one.
Can crack him. Visconti can hit him. So, just over the ball at the moment. Looks like it's going to be Visconti. Is that Visconti with his...
Yeah, it is Visconti. We've got Farrell, we've got Klimek and Visconti over the ball, Rob. And McGreevy's just going away from it now.
So it'll be Visconti. That's not Visconti, is it? That's Brazzali.
Brazzali. It is too, Rob.
18, not 8. So is that Brazzali going to leave it? No, Visconti's behind him, I think. Now we're confused. Now it's Visconti. He's going to hit it, and could have been saved or just wide there. Spells.
Actually, it must have been saved there, Rob, because it is a corner.
So just looking at the replay now. Yes, it was saved. Good save in the end there by the keeper, Indial Chamberlain.
Yeah, Visconti curled that one around the wall. It was a great save.
So taking this corner kick could be the captain, Luke Klimek. It'll be a right-footed in-swinger. 0-0 still on the Parlamento scoreboard, just on 21 minutes approaching on the coffee time clock. Klimek swings it in. Looking for Brazzali, was up there. Cleared though. Raiders come running with the ball. We'll try and pick up this play.
Ability. No,
it's Shutton Addy.
Shutton Addy.
Goes into attack. Croydon Kings. Visconti was there, but referee Vidicchio right on the spot. And it'll be a free kick to Raiders or Croydon. No, it's Raiders.
No, Raiders. Visconti went in too high, Rob, with his leg, and it will be a free kick here to the Raiders, taken by Chamberlain. Chamberlain. Will he go long? He's got Anakiatoko short if he wants him. He goes long. Tries to find Saric out there. Still with an opportunity, but Cam Sober gets brought down from behind. That's a terrible tackle by Saric. And he's going to get the first card. He took him down from behind. And It is the first yellow card. And
Second.
It goes, second, is it?
Both on Cam Sober.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got the first one. I didn't.
Yeah,
take
sorry,
that
I'm
one.
not sure either. But
Sarich there with a bad tackle, and he gets the yellow card for that. And Cam Sober's getting a little bit of attention there. They understand how quick he can counter-attack, but he's getting treatment now. It's been Paul Karatavilis is the other player, thank you Spells, that received the yellow card. And Cam Sober's getting a little bit of attention there on the bench. I think it'll be okay, but it wasn't a good tackle there by Sarich. And
it's
it
his
will
old
be
teammate that he played with last year, Cam Sober.
Well, obviously they know his ability, Rob, and that's why they're giving him a little bit of attention. They want to know that they want him to know that they're there, and it will be a free kick in the middle of the park. Visconti and Farrell over the ball. Croydon now.
I think it's warmer than last week, boys.
Quickly taken to Farrell. Referee wants it taken again. This time Farrell. The long ball trying to find Marifiotti. Can he get to it? No, he can't. He's still in possession, though. Here's an opportunity now for McGreevy. Gets his head to it. Gee, that was a hard tackle. It was. Referee saw that as an unfair tackle, again by Marifiotti, who's making his presence felt up there, but it will be a free kick to Raiders goalkeeper in Chamberlain.
So Chamberlain will take this goal kick for Raiders. They've put up a good effort so far in this game. Warm conditions here at Polonia Reserve. Good tackle there by Visconti.
letting him know about it as well.
Sharing phone numbers, I think. As the throw-in is taken there by Ability. Cut out there by Visconti. He squares it up, finds Cam Sober. Cam Sober, when he's got it, it looks dangerous. Gets it out towards his captain, Klimek. Captain Klimek trying to get past his immediate opponent there. That was Karatavilis. Good tackle there by Karatavilis. And the Raiders get the corner kick. Sorry, Croydon Kings, it is. On that far side, so Visconti will take it. Swing it in probably with his left foot. It'll be a curler up there at McGreevy. Brazzali's up there as well. Also tries to swing it in and goes back to Cam Sober. I don't think that was a shot. He was trying to find the guy in the back post, but has that gone out? It has. And it was Frank Marifiotti. It'll be a goal kick be taken here by Chamberlain. Tries to quickly take it. We've approached just on 25 on the Coffix time clock. Parlamento scoreboard still 0-0 here at Polonia Reserve.
Chamberlain goes short. Finds his player there in Karatavilis. He's got time. He sends a long ball forward. Not a bad one either. It's trying to find Cosmides. Can he do so? He does. Cosmides wins the ball, gets one in board. Looking out there for Hutton Eddie. Unfortunately was behind him, but that was good work there by Cosmides. Couldn't find Hutton Eddie, otherwise it could have been dangerous there for Croydon. In the meantime, the ball goes out and it will be a throw-in. Be taken out there by Boccaccio on the far side. Boccaccio now waiting for some movement. There's not much there. Sarich works for him. Back to Boccaccio. He twists, he turns, he gets brought down, but another throw in there. Again to be taken by Boccaccio on the far side.
So it is on the far side, goes to Mimi Sarich. And again, over the sideline, it'll be a throw in. Taken here by Raiders. So they're trying to go down the line, trying to find the play there in Hutton Addy. And that's again gone over the sideline. Game slowed down a little bit.
Another free kick.
Oh, it is? Yep. Quickly taken here by Croydon. In the back lines at the moment. They switch play left-hand side to Pepper. Stephen Pepper looks up. Even further left he goes to Panagaris. Johnny Panagaris goes back to Pepper. So he'll go, try to go on his own a little bit. Got a short pass going towards McGreevy to Panagaris for Croydon Kings. To his captain Luke Klimick. Skillful fella trying to find Marifiotti. Or was that Pepper again? It was. Cleared, and as far as Brazzali, Farrell, Nathan Farrell. Switches play left-hand side, looking for McGreevy. Gets his head to it, not a good pass. Goes straight to Captain Paleka. He goes to Bility. In towards Bralic. Bralic. Nice looking ball to no one. Straight to the keeper. Would have been good if someone was there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it might have been too far for Cosmides there. I think that's who he meant it for.
Yeah.
But unfortunately far too long, as Gazetta's now on the far side, goes back and finds Farrell. Farrell now turns, goes long, trying to find his player there in Cam Sober, couldn't do so. The ball goes out in the meantime. It'll be another throw in here to the Raiders. We've played just under 29 minutes here on the Cobbitts Coffee time clock, and the scoreboard for Parlamento Bistro Restaurant is Croydon 0, Raiders 0.
So it is on the far side at the moment, referee Verdicchio. Just pointing the balls. Croydon Kings throw in. They go to Brazzali. So Jared Brazzali went short to Pepper. Finding Panagaris to McGreevy. Pushing it around at the moment. They go in ball to Farrell. So Nathan Farrell. Normally see him playing in the midfield, playing more defensive. Goes to Cam Sober. Got past a couple. Cam Sober. Cam Sober! Oh, just wide. Went on his own and got past 2 or 3 players. Got onto his left foot. Had the shot. Just wide at the upright.
Well, somebody must have touched it, Rob, because it's a corner.
Did all that work, just didn't put it away in the end. It might have just deflected in the end.
We'll just have a look on the replay. But certainly Cam Sober, what a wonderful run there. Took on players everywhere. I think
might have just nicked the guy.
It come off a Raiders player, Rob, so it is a corner. And we'll try and pick up who is taking it. I can't quite see the player.
Just here, mate. It is Luke Klimick.
It is Klimick. Mm-hmm. Klimick now goes a far post. Marifiotti goes up. But it was also Brazzali, but comes off his head and far too high. And might have been
I think Visconti.
Or Visconti. There was a few heads went in there, but the ball went
over
the bar.
The head of Visconti there.
And Croydon looking dangerous there. Wonderful run by Cam Sober, and an opportunity there for Brazzali.
Score update, boys. Thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar. West Torrens Burkalla 2, leading Blue Eagles 1. And Adelaide United youth team there still leading. Well, actually, Panthers just scored then. So Adelaide United 2, leading Panthers 1. Thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar. Here it is, 0-0. Raiders up against Croydon Kings here at Polonia Reserve as the Chamberlain goes towards the left-hand side of the park. Finds Karatevlis. He goes slightly backwards towards the player there, and Stevens. And then they go again. It goes to Bralic. Bralic, that's a better switch. Finds his captain in Paleka. Here they go. Good run by Bility on the right. Loses over though, Paleka. Should have gone wide. He tried to. You could feel that he was trying to go right. Just didn't control it, but then another bad ball goes to Bility. Bility with the ball goes backwards to Mimi Saric. Saric looks up. Does a bit of a pirouette. Goes short. Back to Saric it goes. He loses out though. A lot of mistakes in this game. Warm conditions as away goes Cam Sober.
Cam Sober now. Can he go for another one of those runs? He's got players around him everywhere. Goes in board. Here's an opportunity now for Croydon to get a shot on, but push the ball too far, and it will be a free kick here to Raiders. It might have been offside. I think it was. It's Chamberlain wanting to take it quickly. Goes to Bility, but in the way it's his captain there in Paleka. Goes back to Anikiadakor in the midfield. Stevens to Paleka. They're playing well, Raiders are.
Yeah.
ability now in board to Stevens. Stevens, that wasn't a great ball, almost straight to the goalkeeper. In actual fact, the ball will go out. I think he was looking out wider there for Hutton Eddy. Unfortunately, couldn't find him, and it will be a goal kick here to Croydon.
Yeah, because Medes was up there as well. So
It'll be Zacharopoulos, I should say, to take this goal kick.
So Zacharopoulos, a couple of great saves in the beginning to keep their team intact with a 0-0 scoreline at the moment. As it goes to Bralic. Bralic try to get it towards Kosmides. Cleared here by Croydon, only as far as Miri Saric. In the way though, Panagaris. Here they go. So Sean McGreevy for Croydon Kings. Looks up for some support. Does go long. Left-hand side to Visconti. Rocco Visconti goes one way, then the other. Goes inboard. Now he goes inboard towards Kamsoba. He's had a great game so far. Got past 2 or 3. He's still got the ball. No, good tackle in the end there by Karatavlis. Isn't he exciting machine is Kamsoba.
It's probably too quick for his own good at some stages, Rob. But he certainly bamboozled a couple of the Raiders players there. And he's looking very, very dangerous, this Kamsoba. But I have to say, it's been a fairly even game so far, Rob.
I favour Raiders at the moment.
Well, Raiders have been good, but Croydon have been pretty dangerous on a couple of occasions also. Yep.
So the ball's kicked there. Over the halfway line it goes. Brazzali went up for Croydon Kings. In towards the play there for Croydon Kings. That's Frank Marifiotti. They go wide on that far side. Dion Gazides is there. Inboard to Kamsoba, who's been very, very busy. And that goes over the sideline, just on approaching 34 minutes. Coffee time clock, Parlamento scoreboard. It is still 0-0. Don't forget, today's match of the round is brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand.
It's Visconti gets it all the way back and finds his player there in Pepper. Pepper gets it out even wider. Good take there by Panagaris. Gets it in board, looking for Marifiotti. Can he find him? No, he doesn't. It should be cleared here by Raiders. It is. They're looking up there for Kosmides. He's by himself and he's got 3 or 4, 5 of the Croydon players around him, but he wins himself a free kick in the meantime. Croydon could have raffled that one. They had 5 players around him, and yet they missed out, and it will be a free kick here to Raiders in the middle of the park. We've played 35 minutes on the Coffee's I should say, time clock, and the score forward for Parlamento Bistro Restaurant is still 0-0, as it is Karativilis. Goes to Anakiadikor, tries to go wide. I can't find anyone. Kamsoba goes forward, finds Marifiotti. Marifiotti tries to send Kamsoba it again. Not a great ball. It should be cleared here by Anakiadikor. It is. The ball goes out and it'll be a throw-in on the far side to Croydon.
So Croydon Kings on the far side will take this throw-in. Is that Klimek? It is. Klimek will take the throw. Goes to Visconti. He got just tripped over there. Hutton Addy just tripping him over. So a free kick to Croydon Kings on that far side. So it'll be Rocco Visconti will take this free kick. He'll chip it up, looking for Peppers. Looks like he's gone up. Both defenders have gone up. Brazzali as well. Frank Marifiotti's
good score here.
An attacker, you reckon? So goes, skews it in, cleared there by Bralic. Only as far as Panagaris. He gets on that far side. Up went the Raiders' defence, and they got it head in towards the sideline, over the sideline for a throw-in. So throw-in, Klimek again. We'll take this throw-in. Goes towards Kamsoba. Tries to go back to Klimek. Captain Klimek went to back there. All the way back it goes to Pepper. So Stephen Pepper with the ball. Goes towards the sideline to Panagaris. Nice left foot attacking ball. Marifiotti did well. Cam Sober. Watch him do a backflip if he scores. As it goes out to Klamek. Farrell tried a shot there on the far side at the moment, and that's gone over the sideline for a throw-in to Croydon Kings.
Quickly taken, Visconti tries to go past a Raiders player. In the meantime, he infringes there, and it'll be a free kick to Raiders.
That's why Cam Sober starts on the left, boys, because he's a right footer. Just been caught a bit short on his left foot.
As Chamberlain now for the Raiders. Probably go long with this one. Hasn't got too many short options. Although he has got Karativilis, but he does go long, looking out there for Hutnetti. In actual fact, that might have been Cosmidis, but Cosmidis gets a little shove in the back, and it's another free kick here to Raiders, this time in their attacking third.
Referee right on the spot there.
Christian Verdicchio has given out a couple of yellow cards, but he's done a good job so far, Rob.
Very good.
He's kept a good handle on this game so far. It will be Paleka to take this free kick for Raiders. Michael Paleka, captain for Raiders. The right footer and back
nice
post is an opportunity for Croydon, for Raiders. That was an Ikiatako that got his head to it, but he did infringe as he did that. And it will be a free kick here to Croydon. But that was a great free kick there by Paleka. A lot of pressure on the defence of Croydon, as Croydon now come away with the ball. Panagaris gets it even further to Farrell, to Brazzali. Brazzali with some time. Goes long, trying to find Cam Sober. The radar wasn't there. He missed. And now it's Stevens for Raiders. Trying to go forward. Trying to find Mimi Saric. He does so!
Goal.
What a great goal there.
Paleka.
Saric to Paleka. And probably deserved, Rob. You have to say that Raiders have been playing really, really well. There's a great build-up there with Saric. Putting a great ball across, finding Paleka, who sidesteps that into the goal, past Zakharopoulos, and
yeah, the
Raiders
defender lunged, tried to get to the ball, but Paleka did well, got there just before the defender lunged at him, or he did lunge at him, and got it past Zakharopoulos. So Raiders take the lead in the 40th minute mark, and it is Raiders 1 leading Croydon Kings 0.
Yes,
who would have thought that? Anybody pick Raiders?
Well, no, we didn't, Rob. Actual fact, spelling picked Raiders.
What's this? Hey.
Well,
what was your reasoning for that?
their B grade.
Well,
We're just on fire. And
yeah. Let's just look at this one, though. The game's not over, so...
definitely.
But they are playing better spells. I
are.
agree. They've had a good 40 minutes of this game, as now Croydon with all the work to do, and they have to find some confidence. They're 2-zip at the moment, and they don't want to find themselves 3-zip as they go forward now. It's a long way to go in this game through Pepper. They have looked dangerous at time, Croydon, but mainly through Cam Sober, who has been the one that the shining light for them up front so far, but he hasn't been able to. Hasn't been able to find the net.
So the throw-in taken here by Croydon Kings goes to Pepper. Can they get back into this game? Haven't started the season too well. Both teams haven't got points yet. As it goes out, Croydon Kings with the ball. Gazidis goes further right towards Cam Sober. Gets the ball and runs. Got past one player there. Short to Marifiotti. Tried to backheel it towards Klimek, but away go Raiders. Goes short, and referee has seen an infringement. It'll be a free kick, so Raiders doing well. Our boundary rider, proudly brought to you by Simeone Group. Looking good at the moment, Raiders.
Oh, really good. You know, that goal was all about one-touch footy. That was just brilliant. Stevens has been good, the youngster in the midfield for him.
As the free kick taken here by Raiders, Anikiarako. Intercepted though, Gazidis goes short to Brazzali. Tries to find Rocco Visconti, does so, goes even further wide to Cam Sober. Cam Sober with the ball, goes inboard. Back to Cam Sober it goes. Again, a wall of players he's got to beat. He will go backwards. Does so to Kazidas. Dion Kazidas gets the, or tried to get the cross. It's come off the Raiders' defence. Keeper did well though, Chamberlain. Got out and kept the ball from going out for a corner kick. And he will relieve the pressure for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think Croydon guys probably have to move their midfield up a lot quicker when Kansoba gets the ball, because he's found himself with 2 or 3 Raiders players around them, and he's got no one to go to. Here's another opportunity now for Kansoba. This time he's got 2 in the middle, Marafiotti, and he's also got back post, but he couldn't get to them again. Good work here by, is it Farrell in the middle of the park? He gets brought down there by Sarich. He's got to be careful because Sarich... he's gone. Sarich is gone.
Oh, a bit harsh.
Not sure about that one, Rob.
It was a tackle from behind, Spills, wasn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately it was. It was a dangerous spot of the ground and he had to make a tackle, didn't he?
By the rule, I mean, Vidicchio did the right thing, I suppose. But maybe a little bit of common sense. Maybe just being a little bit lenient.
I think he's playing to the rules, and it's a shame because Sarich had been playing really, really well, and they did have control of that midfield. And now this changes the game.
Completely. Especially, as we said, you know, just a little bit, but Croydon are going to be kicking with a little breeze in the second half.
Rob, Mimic Sarich had been playing very, very well. He's had a lot of the ball, and he was combining well with Paleka and that.
He's playing serviceable,
you know, so... that's going to leave a huge hole to cover.
Oh, it doesn't matter who goes off with 10 men. It's always going to be difficult.
See a replay of it? Was it a reasonable tackle?
Oh, that's...
Well, it was a tackle from behind, and I guess...
it was a tackle.
The letter of the law,
letter
that
of
is
the
a
law.
card.
Yep. So, it'll be Croydon Kings with a free kick about 35, 40 metres out. Say 35. Rocco Visconti, Farrell, I remember Farrell could really hit a ball. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it. Rocco Visconti over it though as well. So Farrell, over the ball he goes. Visconti chips it up. Cleared here by Raiders defence. Only as far as, is that Farrell again? As he gets a shot. Saved there by the keeper.
Great save.
Great save there by Dial Chamberlain. Got up because it was a good shot. Almost went into that top-hand corner, but corner kick number 3 for Croydon Kings.
It will be Visconti to take this corner kick. And we're just about up on normal time. It will just be for added time on. Visconti now goes short. Gazidas to Visconti, back post. Here's an opportunity for Croydon. Can they get a shot in?
Whoa.
They do.
Whoa.
That was Marafiotti twice.
Double save.
Double save there, and Chamberlain's on fire.
Both keepers on fire.
They are.
So
fantastic stuff.
Had a chance. Even Brazzali was there because shot there from Marafiotti twice. Just couldn't get it into the back of the net. So into injury time. Corner kick number 4 again. Croydon Kings are sensing a goal. And a shot there from Gazidas. Just about hit the kookaburra at the back there of the tree. He's not laughing about it. That is Gazidas, not the kookaburra. And it'll be a goal kick taken here by Chamberlain. You right there, Tony? He's got the...
I think you should get a show at the Fringe next year, Rob.
I went last night. I saw the naked, what are they called? Chef. Half-naked chef.
Did he cook, Rob?
No. He cooked some meatballs.
No fat burns or anything?
No.
Enough with the jokes, guys. As Chamberlain gets it forward now. Trying to find one of his attackers there in Cosmedes. Couldn't do so. It will be Raiders through Boccaccio on the far side. It's a long ball forward here. Trying to find Cosmedes. He's going to probably have to play a lone hand up front now. As the ball goes out, it'll be a throw in here to Croydon Gazettas.
Disappointing, isn't it? I mean, they had such a good first half to have that spoilt by a player being sent off.
Maybe the only consolation, they're 1-0 up. So at least if it was 0-0, it would be obviously twice as crucial.
As it will be Bralic now. Tries to go wide, does so. Here's an opportunity for Cosmides, who's got brought down. That was Brazzali, I think, that brought him down. And he's going to get a card, do you think, or is just going to get a talking to?
I think he might get a card.
Verdicchio, referee Verdicchio is talking to him.
He's gone into pocket.
And he's on a card too. So this game could end up with a couple of send-offs.
You reckon?
Is he impressed with Cosmides, boys? And as you said, he's going to have to play a bit of a lone hand up there. But he's been very impressive.
Well, his work rate's been good, and that's what you want from one of your attackers, especially when you're one man down.
2.5 minutes of time on.
I don't know where he's found that. It'll be Paleka.
Paleka, yeah.
To take this free kick. Again, dangerous for Croydon here. Paleka takes a good free kick, but just misses. See, I'm not sure that the goalkeeper, Zakharopoulos, knew much about that, Rob.
No,
He's done well.
A couple of good free kicks by Paleka, and that one wasn't too far. And you're right, Zakharopoulos didn't know nothing about that because it could have gone easily in the back of the net. But it is half-time here at the Polonia Reserve. And a good half by Ray. It's just marred by that send-off about 5 minutes ago by Mimi Saric. Unfortunately, lunging from behind. Referee had no hesitation in giving him the second yellow card and a send-off. So good effort there by Raiders to go in at half-time 1-0 up against the Croydon Kings. But it's going to be tough for them, being reduced to 10 men, boys.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. It is going to be tough for them, but they've played well this afternoon. Their confidence would be up, having that player sent off. But we've seen teams win with 10 players. It's not as easy as it sounds to play against 10 players, and Croydon's going to have to rethink this second half. I think they have to move the ball quicker if they're going to break down the defence. Cam Sober's been left too many times without any options up there when he does go forward. So I think that the message from the Croydon coach was move the ball quicker into that last third, into that attacking third, and we can break them down.
I think you're right. Maybe just rejig Rocky just a little bit. Maybe get the two-prong with him and Cam Sober down there. They work well together, and you're right, he just trying to do it all on his own, doing a great job, but still, they're going to be coming in that second half, that is for sure, and it's going to be all defence.
Would you look at making any changes?
I wouldn't make any changes at the moment. I think that both teams are playing okay, Rob. I certainly wouldn't make any changes if I was Raiders, because I think that they're playing well. Both teams, I think, will come out this second half. I'd be surprised if any of the coaches make any changes.
Okay, looking at the scores at other grounds, it was I'm trying to get at the moment. It is Raiders here leading 1-0 against Croydon Kings, obviously. Burkalla, it is half-time down there, leading 2-1 against Blue Eagles, and Adelaide United Youth are leading 2-1 against Panthers, and it's all half-time.
Don't know the goal scorers there, do you, your old fella?
Who for Adelaide United?
Yeah, hasn't put another one in, has he?
Smith and Mayana score for Youth, the Adelaide United Youth.
Okay.
And for the Blue Eagles, Boyakino didn't get the goal scores for Burkalla there. So, yeah, not 100% sure. But it is half-time. We'll take a bit of a break here at half-time, and we'll be back after half-time and just watch the replay and our few messages from our sponsors.
Round 3 of the PlayStation 4 NPL season is proudly brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand. US colleges are recruiting student footballers. Register now for the upcoming trials at www.nsrregistration.com/FFSA. Round 3 of the PlayStation 4 NPL season is proudly brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand. US colleges are recruiting student footballers. Register now for the upcoming trials at www.nsrregistration.com/FFSA.
Speed by Puma, exclusive to Rebel.
the half-time score. It was Raiders 1, leading Croydon Kings 0. And Michael Baleka scoring the goal. Was that in the 40th minute mark there?
Certainly was, Rob. Yep.
Certainly was. So Captain Baleka, it's a pretty good game. Might be high in the Kimmins King Man of the Match award so far in this game.
Yeah, definitely, Rob. He's high up there, as Visconti, and also Cam Sober up there. There's a few players. I think Bralic has had a good game too, Rob.
Yeah, Bralic, yeah. So
He's played hard in that midfield, and you know, you need that. So the game is just about to get underway.
yeah, here at Polonia Reserve, so Croydon Kings will kick off the second half. They'll be kicking towards the right-hand side of the screen for watching the game. And obviously Raiders will be kicking towards the left-hand side of the screen there. So Croydon Kings kicking towards the second half.
Mind stretched out on the canopy.
Rob, I don't think there's been any changes.
Put its arms out.
We'll try and pick up as the game progresses, but I'm pretty sure
I heard
both
the
teams
whispers of silence.
as they went into the goal.
Spells will check that out for us, but the ball is with the Croydon Kings. And they come out, remember they are against the 10 men of Raiders. Getting sent off late in that first half. Obviously Raiders are reducing to 10 men. So Croydon are down 1-0. So they've still got to work the best to take it to the left-hand side of the half. Good tackle there. That far side. Raiders. So the throw-in. Ability. Take the throw.
So the light, pedal gun.
Moving there.
16 days under a southern sun.
Again the throw-in.
And there were times when I thought that I wouldn't mind it if I lost my mind out there. You wouldn't believe me if I told you so. The things I saw were enough to make the man in me, man in me.
Free kicking, yeah?
Yeah, he did get sandwiched. That was his Navy's rock got sandwiched.
So come on, I'm ready now.
Give it a free kick.
Go get your things out, honey, let's get ready to roll.
He goes out wide, he's looking out there for Cutletti. Cutletti now tries to get a shot on, he's still got possession. He has to go back now, he's still forward. He does go forward. Cutletti still in possession. Tries to get the ball across and comes off the point player. He'll throw in against Raiders. He's going to leave it there for Boccaccio. Anthony Boccaccio for the Raiders. Looking for some movement. None there at the moment. Hutton Eddie gives him something to go to. Unfortunately, his cross, not a good one. And it goes out, and it will be a goal kick here to Croydon Kings to be taken by Zacharopoulos.
So Zacharopoulos will go towards the left-hand side of the park. So Croydon Kings, Visconti gets it even further forward. Goes out to Cam Sober. He's got a player moving into position. There was Marifiotti, but it's cut out. Right-hand side, Raiders go into attack now. Looking for Kosmides, but well done there. Defence, Brazali's got the ball. He goes towards the centre. Captain Klimek. Well, that was Farrell, actually. Goes back to Farrell. So Farrell does get the long switch. Nice one, too. Great ball. I don't know who picked it up. It's Panagaris actually picked it up and saved there on the line. Was that going in, boys?
No, I think it might have been, Rob. Let's have a look at the replay. I reckon it might have been close. Goalkeeper Chamberlain took the safe way out.
Looked like it might have gone in.
And it will be a corner here to Croydon Kings to be taken by Visconti.
First corner of the second half.
See, the Raiders used the left wing a fair bit too, and to great effect. So
Visconti now to take this kick. Looks out wide, punched out there by Chamberlain, and it will be a free kick here to Raiders for an infringement on the goalkeeper. As Chamberlain trots to the ball. The more time that the Raiders can lap up, the better it'll be for them. They are leading 1-0 here on the Parlamento Bristow scoreboard, and we've played nearly 4 minutes in the second half on the Coffett's Coffee time clock.
So they've got 41 minutes to hang on.
Chamberlain gets a long one into the middle of the park.
Good knock on there by Paleka. He's had a good game.
He has. He's won himself a free kick there, Rob.
Experienced player playing up front for Raiders. Scored the first goal, or the only goal so far in the 40th minute mark, as it is with the free kick. Stevens tries to switch play. Not a good switch though. Controlled there by Gazides. Goes short. Finds Brazali. Jared Brazali. Finds his captain Klimek. That's not a good ball. Well worked there by Kosmides. Well done. Good bit of skill there by Kosmides. Cuts it back, or try to cut it back towards Hutanetti. And it's Karatevlis to Bralic. Justin Bralic. Looking again. Well done, Kosmides again. Got past Gazides. Now he gets the low cross, the worm burner, and just clearing at Panagaris. The old Paura had to clear it over the sideline.
Yeah,
over the goal line, that is, sorry.
Kosmides is being good. He's giving young Gazettas a nightmare the last 5 minutes, Rob.
Two good turns.
Two good turns, and he's put pressure, and that is the problem of having one player less, Rob. You can't commit too many players forward. But again, Raiders, they look like they got the extra man at the moment.
That's the first corner for the second half for Raiders.
And it will be Bralic on the far side. He's played well this afternoon.
Right into the wind.
Bralic now gets it far post. Can he find anyone there? Here's an opportunity for Raiders.
Oh, nice shot.
That's a goal.
That's in.
That's a goal. It wasn't seen.
Hutanetti, I think.
Hutanetti. I think it was.
Oh, I've got to see this replay.
I
that
think
was
it just
a
went
ripper.
through some Croydon players. They didn't even see this ball roll.
Cleared, and Hutanetti just volleyed it, I reckon, first time.
Yeah, deflection again, I reckon, boys.
Yeah, deflected on
Yes,
the way,
but come off of a Croydon player. But
gee, he hit it well though, didn't he?
So Hutanetti makes it 2 goals. So that was in the 51st minute mark, or 52nd minute mark, that is, into the second half. So Raiders take a 2-0 lead here at Pallonian Reserve. They've been reduced to 10 men just before half time, and that's a handy lead to keep. But it's still going to be tough for him. A 2-0 lead, as you know, is always difficult. And that's a handball, isn't it?
Oh, he just about put his whistle to his mouth then, the referee. But, gee, Rob, what now for Croydon? They just don't look switched on this afternoon. They just... I can't understand, I must be honest, Rob, I can't understand why they need to play 4 players through the back. I just think that they need to be putting more pressure on...
especially against 10 men.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it, but anyway.
I think you'll see Farrell move more
something's
forward.
got to happen. He's got to make some moves. He's got to make some tactical moves. He'll bring somebody different off the bench. He's just got to do something, Brazali. He gets it forward now. That was Klimek looking inboard. Good work there by Bralic. Goes to Brazali. Brazali will switch play. Goes in the middle of the park. Finds his player there in... is it Panagaris? Yep, it is. Panagaris goes out wide. Here's Visconti. Goes through 1. Goes through 2. Tries to play a 1-2 with Kamsoba. Can he get a shot on? He does! Oh, that was Marafiotti there. And another good save there by Chamberlain.
It's a pretty poor shot in there. And if you look at the replay, he tries to... He should have just cracked it.
Gone low.
I don't know. He just chipped over it, didn't he?
Gone low.
Gone low. As you see there, it looked like he was off balance as well when he shot that one. But
I thought Kamsoba might have had a crack there, Rob, but, players around him everywhere. Croydon's going to have to make their move now. We've played nearly 9 minutes in the second half on the Coffett's Coffee time clock. The score is, surprisingly, with all due respect to Raiders, 2-0 to the Raiders.
So the ball's on the far side. They have been reduced to 10 men. In the first half, Mimi Saric getting sent off. They were 1-0 up, and they have scored in the second half. So Good advantage, but it's going to be tough. Because Croydon will come home strong. They will tire pretty quickly with his heat spells.
Well, that's what you might think. But, you know, the wounded bull, they just might keep on going. They're sniffing it.
They are having as Cosmidas. Good second half so far, working hard for Raiders. And it'll be a throw-in once again on that far side. Ability will take the throw-in. Looking for Cosmidas, goes back to Ability, does first time cross, cut out there by the defence of Croydon. Cam Sober, good touch, goes back in towards Cam Sober. Marifiotti, good refereeing, waved play on, chance for Croydon. McGreevy cuts it back. Who's there? Cam Sober! Cam Sober, do you flip, mate? He does. He flips. And a great goal and a good goal. And the referee's going to go back to Bralic to give him a yellow card. And Croydon are back into this game.
So we've got...
Great stuff. You know, once again, just all one touch. No thought about it. Just squared it up. Cam Sober was there to support. Put it away.
55th, Rob?
Yep, 55th minute mark. Didn't need that Raiders to go score straight away. Virtually after they scored.
Well, you'd think they might be sitting back a little bit, but they're refusing to do it. But maybe they might now.
Well, it's pretty hard to defend that lead now. 2-1. Croydon are just going to lift their work rate. Now, that was a great goal, great movement, good finish by Cam Sober.
Good refereeing too by allowing the flow on. Should have been a free kick. He waved play on and gave the yellow card after. That's
been one of the most sensible rules that's been introduced for a long time.
Correct.
As Croydon now go forward, Brazzali gets it to Gazettas. Gazettas goes inboard, finds Klimek. To Farrell. Farrell to Visconti. Visconti goes even further out wide. They go back. All the way back to Brazzali. Brazzali switches play. Tries to find Gazettas. Goes to Klimek, back to Gazettas. Not a good ball there. The ball gets cleared and it will be a throw-in here to Farrell. Farrell now. Brazzali goes out even further. Finds Panagaris. That's Panagaris now. Visconti. He's got two players in the box. Here's an opportunity for Klimek. To Farrell. Farrell takes a shot. Can't get through the defence there of Raiders. Here's an other opportunity for Farrell. Can somebody get a shot in? It's going to be offside in the end, or going to be a free kick here to the Raiders. And it will be Chamberlain for the Raiders to relieve the pressure, and it has been pressure from Croydon for the last 5 minutes. They're starting to just turn that screw a little bit, and they need to.
Yeah, and Farrell gave him a big spray about 5 minutes ago, and they've responded.
As Marifiotti now tries to get it out wide, can't do so. Boccaccio will clear now for Raiders. Only as far as Brazzali, who goes out wide. Finds Panagaris. Visconti goes off forward, trying to find McGreevy. McGreevy back to Visconti. No, it's at Panagaris. To Visconti. Here's Cam Sober, the goal scorer for Croydon. Gazettas leaves it for Farrell. Farrell wants some movement. He goes to Gazettas. He's got Klimek there if he wants him. He uses him. Back to Farrell. Good work here by Raiders. They're pushing them back. Here's an opportunity for Marifiotti. Can he get a shot on? No, he can't. He couldn't control that as the ball comes off Gazettas, and it will be a throw-in here to the Raiders.
Just why he didn't head that one.
He was trying to do something in his face, I think, in the end.
Is he?
Yeah, but just didn't judge it well. There's a throw-in we taken here by Raiders. We played just on 13 and a half minutes of the second half. And that's on the Coffex Coffee Time Clock Parlamento scoreboard. Raiders leading 2-1 against Croydon. Croydon coming home strong, though. They're up against the 10-man of Raiders. Mimi Sarich getting sent off in the first half, end of the first half, as Croydon Kings go inboard. They do switch play right-hand side to Dion Gazidis. Goes inboard to his captain, Klimek. Rosali's there. Goes short. Looks like they're running out of puff, aren't they? Looks like Raiders. Left-hand side to Panagaris. Croydon King with a cross there. Headed out by the defence. Goes to Bralic. Bralic for Raiders. Goes to Kosmidas. He'll run with it. Kosmidas looks one way, then the other. Then he just tries to get his head down and run. Has a shot in the end. And saved well there by Zacharopoulos. Quickly throws it out. Left-hand side of the park. And away go Croydon Kings.
Rob, there was 5 Croydon players chasing 1 Raiders player, and that's what I'm talking about. I think they need to be pushing players up, further up the park if they're going to really cause problems for Raiders. Cam Sober now gets it to Klimek, to Visconti. Visconti now. He's had a reasonable game. He takes a shot, but that's going to be actually come off of a Raiders player. Might have touched one on the way through, and it's going to be a corner. But I don't see any reason to play 4 or 5 players at the back, Rob, when you're playing against a team that now looks like they're going to sit back. You really have to push players forward.
Score update, thanks to the West Beach Pizza Bar. Burkalla, Blue Eagles have pulled one back, so it's 2-2 there. Burkalla and Blue Eagles, 2-2. LA United Youth still leading 2-1 against South Adelaide. And here at playing reserve as the corner kick is taken, it is Raiders leading 2-1.
Goal.
Shot.
You can see that. Who shot that? Is that Farrell?
That was
Farrell.
Farrell.
He's on fire at the minute.
Look, I have to ask you, boys, was he shooting or was he crossing?
I think he was shooting.
Well, I beg to differ.
Farrell's got a nice shot on him. He picked it. No, I reckon he picked it.
Whatever he did,
it
was a great goal by Farrell, and now Raiders could be in trouble.
So a great goal, and Croydon are back into the scout. Did I say not? 2-0 was a dangerous scoreline.
Yes, you're never wrong, Rob.
Yes, Rob.
True. Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Only when you're wrong.
Bowing again.
It was always going to be difficult against the 10 men. Of Raiders was going to be difficult for them to hold on to this 2-0 lead.
So 66th, Rob?
Correct.
Some really classy goals. It's been...
He picked it.
Come
I don't reckon there was a cross, Tony. I reckon he picked it.
Well,
we'll ask him after the game.
Well, he's not going to say that he was going for a cross, I can assure you of
if
that.
he gets his man of the match award.
He was right in the
He had so many players at the far post.
I reckon he looked like he went for
Whichever way, he'd be happy to claim that he was going for the shot, and it was a great goal in the end. Probably a little bit unexpected there by Chamberlain. And now they've got their tails up, Croydon. It's going to be hard now for Raiders to hang on, and that's the problem when you lose a player, especially of the calibre of Mimi Sarich, as Croydon go forward again. But there's only Marifiotti out there. He's got Klimek on the overlap. Gazettas goes back post, looking for Marifiotti! And he finally gets one in the back of the net, and this now gives Croydon the lead in the 67th, 68th minute.
That was a nice touch, wasn't that, Spells, that time?
Exactly, Rob. I mean, again, it's easy to be critical and say they're sitting back, and I know the goalie's not happy, but boy, oh boy, they're putting some beautiful balls over.
Yeah, well, that's what they've got to see, but the difference, Spells, is they're getting the ball in there quickly. They're moving the ball quicker, and it's putting pressure on the Raiders. That's something they weren't doing in the first half, so...
and they've pushed up for you.
They've pushed up for me, and there's more goals in this. Because
within the space of 2 minutes, boys, the Raiders were leading 2-1, now they're down 3-2.
And there could be more goals to come, Rob.
So it'll be cleared here by Chamberlain. He's under the pump, centre of the ground, over the centre of the ground it goes. Headed out there by Brazzali. Croydon, Raiders on that far side. They'll be hurting as it goes out right-hand side of the park. And a lunge tackle there that could be in trouble.
Another card. No, he's not going to give one this time. I think he's just talking to Stevens.
Well, that's what he did last time.
Well, let's have a look what he does there. But he hasn't, that could be his, no, he's only talking to him. So he's just telling him to calm down. Verdicchio. Referee Verdicchio.
So he gave it talking to Pierce Stevens.
I think he's had a reasonable game, Rob, I have to say. He's done all the right things so far.
Who's
I'm
this?
sure that Mimi Sarich wouldn't agree with us.
So the ball is with Croydon Kings. They are leading 3-2 after being 2-0 down, 1-0 half-time, 2-0 in the beginning of the second half, but they've hit back 3 goals within the space of virtually 13 minutes, 55th, 66th and 68th minute mark.
You have to say Marifioti's had a few chances to score, Rob, and he's finally put one in. That might give him some confidence. But it will be Chamberlain now. Take this goal kick, looking up there for Cosmides, and he's been really good, Cosmides, finding a battle on his own. As it will be Cam Sober come away with the ball, and I think we've had a change, Rob, that we didn't pick up.
And Taladera's on.
Taladera on and Paleka off.
I was just going to say, Spells, where is Paleka? Captain Paleka.
Yes, the boundary rider.
Did he start the second half?
Yeah, he did, Rob, but that was a sneaky change. We didn't even pick that up.
Might have been during the goals, one of the goals.
But another goal kick here to Raiders, and it's been all Croydon in the last 10 minutes or so, Rob. The pressure is enormous now for Raiders to just hang on and not allow this game to get into a feast for Croydon as Chamberlain takes the goal kick into the middle of the park. It's Cosmides gets his head to it. It's Taladera that tried to get to that ball, but he couldn't do so, and it'll be Gazidis to relieve the pressure.
So Croydon Kings Brazali. So they can take their time now because they are leading 3-2. You can see that the Raiders were just getting tired, weren't they? It is warm conditions. Not as hot, but the humidity is probably over 50% the way I'm feeling at the moment.
But you're old, Rob.
It's warmer today than compared to last week. It was in the 30s as the ball is controlled there by Cam Sober. Oh. This is where he likes it. Got past a couple, got it short, got it towards Marifiotti. He's trying to hold onto the ball, waiting for Cam Sober. He wins it. Left-hand side, it goes to Visconti. Gets across, trying to find McGreevy. It was a low one. And cleared here by Raiders defence. They are under the pump. And that's the second corner of the half for the Croydon Kings.
Yeah, that was Karativilis that got his head to that, Rob, and definitely Croydon are looking dangerous. But I thought Cam Sober made the wrong choice there. He went to Marifiotti when there was an overlap there by Klimek. It should have gone there because everybody expected him to do exactly what he does. A little slip ball to Klimek might have caused more trouble. It will be a corner here.
Looks like Farrell.
Farrell's come into the game a lot. Back post, looking for Marifiotti this time. It's actually come off of a Raiders player.
Off
it looks like Bralic or Anakiadiko there. And it will be another corner and more pressure. This time it will be Rocky Visconti to take the corner.
So Visconti will take this corner kick. We've played just on 22 minutes into the second half, that is. And that's on the Coffee time clock. Parlamento scoreboard, it is Croydon leading 3-2 against Raiders as they take the corner kick. Visconti finding the head of the player there. That's Panagaris. Yep. Got up nicely. But over the crossbar it went. So it'll be a goal kick to be taken here by Chamberlain. Or Chamberlain. So Raiders, after leading 2-0, are down 3-2. So Chamberlain gets this kick, trying to find Bralic. Could have probably controlled it. Missed it altogether. Centre of the ground it goes. They go short towards Captain Klimek. He'll get a free kick. Referee on the spot. Like the way he's positioning himself, the referee today. Right on the spot. Quickly taking free kick. Left-hand side of the park it goes to Panagaris. I think he handballed it.
He was waiting for the referee to blow the whistle, Rob.
Not me. I didn't handball it. It wasn't me. So away go Croydon Raiders.
Croydon now in possession is Farrell. One of the goal scorers. He's had a good game too. Coming into the game as
Visconti too.
Yeah. Visconti's played well. This is an opportunity now for McGreevy. McGreevy's only got Visconti. He's only got. Give me his name, Rob, please. Marifiotti. I couldn't get it out there in the box. Couldn't find him, and it will be Raiders to come away with the ball. Taladera got it back there to Billity. but as the ball goes forward, it goes out and will be a throw in here to Croydon. And
Joel's got to freshen some legs up, I think, doesn't he?
yeah,
If
he's
there's any
got
chance at all.
to be making some changes now.
Well, he made Taladera, so he's got youngsters on the bench, though, boys. He's not got experience.
Well, I don't think experience is going to do it now. It's
That's
legs,
true.
Rob. It's legs.
That's
He
true.
needs their fresh legs out there.
So Klimek, Captain Klimek, goes right-hand side of the park. He finds Gazidis. Gazidis back inboard to his captain. Klimek finding Visconti. Visconti's really coming to this game.
Have a
He
crack.
doesn't mind cracking it from there too. And his pass not a good one, but it's gone back to Farrell. Farrell looks up, switches it to Gazidis. He controls it. Looks up. He's got 180 on him, but goes back towards Brazzali. He'll go all the way back to his own keeper in Zakharopoulos. And he goes short to Panagaris. So Panagaris for Croydon Kings gets it out towards Brazzali.
Brazzali now goes short, finds Klimek. Klimek now, you see they're getting a lot more space in the midfield, Croydon, and they're starting to open up the midfield. Visconti wants Marafiotti. Little back heel by Marafiotti to Cam Sober to Marafiotti. Here's an opportunity for Klimek. Goes backwards, finds Visconti. Goes out wide, finds Gazettas. Wants to play a 1-2 with Marafiotti. Still got possession. Marafiotti using his strength. Here's Cam Sober. Don't touch him because he'll come down in that box. Here's an opportunity for Klimek, but not a great shot there by Klimek. Skewed off the side of his boot and goes out, and will be a goal kick. And here's a sub now being made by Raiders.
Just as you go there, boys, Adelaide United have had 2 players sent off.
Wow.
2 players sent off. They are leading 2-1 against Panthers. West Torrensburg Colour up against Blue Eagles. That's 2-2 there. And obviously here at Polonia Reserve, Croydon Kings 3, leading Raiders 2. Don't forget, boys, score updates is proudly brought to you by West Beach Pizza Bar.
And Rob, we've had a change. It was Bralic that come off. And as the player turns around, it is number 6 that has come on, and it's Piantosi.
So the ball's into attack there for the Croydon Kings, headed backwards there towards the goalkeeper, Chamberlain. And he'll control the ball on that right-hand side of the penalty box as he gets it into attack. Holds up a little bit by the breeze there. Up went the Croydon Kings defender, Panagaris, got it into the left-hand side. As down goes Visconti. Is that a free kick, boys? A nod of the head. Yes. So quickly taken. Goes to Brazzali. He approaches the centre of the ground. Goes short to his captain. Raiders are gone. They are not putting pressure or anything.
No, you're right.
They're gone.
They're shot.
Croydon, left-hand side of the park. In the back there. Goes inboard. That was Stephen Pepper as Klimek. They're just pushing it around. A bit of a stroll. They go back. Brazzali inboard. Visconti. So Visconti attacks the defenders. Good tackle though. Well done, Kosmidas. He's got no one up front. He looked up and there was no one there except white shirts.
Oh, that's a bit of a... That's
yellow.
One for effort.
Another yellow. Visconti.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
He's pointing at somebody else. Oh, it's at the
Brazzali.
No, Panagaris.
Panagaris.
That was a tackle. Panagaris looked like.
He's done a great job there, Cosmides, Rob. What Croydon are doing, they're trying to push the ball around, waiting for the Raiders to come out of their defensive area and trying to move them around. But I don't think energy is the big thing for the Raiders at the moment. I don't think they're the energy to come out, so they might as well push players forward. And that's the problem for Croydon. They're just trying to go through brick walls at the moment, as it is Raiders in possession there through Taladera. Trying to go forward, the ball goes out, and it will be a throw-in here to be taken by Billity. No, it's actually a free kick, is it? Is it a free kick? It is a free kick.
Looks like it, yep.
Yep. And going up there to take this free kick.
Pierce.
Pierce. He's dropped out of the game in the
Pierce
second half.
Stevens, it is.
Stevens.
Stevens.
He's
Really
dropped
need
out of the
to,
game. He played a very, very good first half, as it is Stevens now. Gets a long ball into the park. Can he find someone? He does!
Tell you what.
That was Anakiatako, I think, that came. We'll just watch that
Correct,
replay. I'm pretty
correct.
sure it was Anakiatako that tried that header. Not a bad one either. He's left alone there for that header. 3-4 Croydon players around him, and they allowed him to get to that ball, which is dangerous. And this is one problem for Brazzali, Rob. You think in the first 2 games they copped 7 goals, and they've copped 2 today. That's 9 goals in 3 games. You wouldn't be happy as a coach with that type of record.
So Zacharopoulos, Costa.
And we've got another change, I think.
Yes,
too,
it
Rob.
was, given the Kosmides arrest. And
So Kosmides off.
So who's on number 12?
12.
yeah, I even got him on my sheet.
Zach
Doyle.
Doyle. We got him on our sheet.
Yep. So
He's the brother of Mickey Doyle. That's not on the park yet, is he, Mickey Doyle? No, he's still on the bench. He might have a slight injury. He's a pretty good player. As Croydon pushing it around again. Farrell, very high in the best players. Goes short to Brazzali. Back to Farrell it goes. He's marshalled that defence, hasn't he? He goes slightly forward as well, as you saw that goal he scored. As he goes backwards to Pepper. Inboard to Farrell. Just happy enough to wait the Raiders defence. Now a bit of pressure from Doyle. As Cam Sober goes short. This is Rocco Visconti. Likes to crack him from there. His head was up. And that was always going over the crossbar.
correct, Rob, and there will be another goal kick here to the Raiders to be taken by Chamberlain.
30.5 minutes played, Tony, in the second half on the Coffex Coffee time clock. The Parlamento scoreboard, it says Croydon 3, Raiders 2. Don't forget, today's match is proudly brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand.
Farrell again now, goes forwards, finds McGreevy. Cam Sober now, he twists, he turns. He's been quiet for the last few minutes of this game, for the last 10 minutes or so, but he's come into it again. He's a handful for the players once he gets going. Here's an opportunity now for Cam Sober. Goes to Klimek. Klimek should go even wider here. He had players everywhere and he took a shot. I'm not sure that was the right thing for Klimek to do, because he had players waiting for the next pass. He took a shot.
Yeah, the keeper struggling, I thought, Spills.
Yeah, and I think they're very tired defence and there's gaps everywhere. So
that's what I'm saying. You know, I think you can open them up a little bit better than what to shoot from that distance. Chamberlain now takes the goal kick. Looking up there for Taladera, gets pushed in the back, and it will be a free kick here to the Raiders.
Don't forget the boundary rider proudly brought to you by the Simeone Group. Andrew Spells on the sideline there.
Thank you, Simeone Group.
And he'll be chatting with the man of the match today.
You had a thought about that just yet?
Oh, we've still got 14 minutes there. Spells.
Sorry, okay, thank
Somebody
you.
could score 2 goals in that time.
Oh, just a thought, just a talk, that was all.
So Pepper with the ball for the Croydon Kings in defence. He's had a solid game, Pepper.
Pepper.
Half related to me as it goes into attack. Well, Porky's calling me the hot pepper man. So it'll be you're right there,
couple of shakers.
His jokes are so bad you have to laugh at them.
He just does it so easily, Tony. They just roll out.
Zacharopoulos.
Rob, when you give up your day job, honestly, comedian, that's your next
You reckon?
one.
Oh, I'll tell you what. As it is Klimek. Goes short to Farrell. Farrell to Visconti. Well, I forgot his name as well. Goes inboard. Back to Klimek. Brazzali. Sitting back, Raiders.
They don't
still
have the energy, Rob, to go.
Yeah, I know. They're trying to get this counter-attack, maybe to get this equaliser, because they're only 1 goal down, even though they've got 10 men. And they're not playing well, as it is Visconti. Back to Farrell it goes. Switches play to Gazidis. Controls. Goes back in towards Brazzali. And Farrell switches play on the left-hand side. Cut out there by Billity.
Billity goes to Stevens. Stevens gets a long ball forward, trying to find someone up front there in Doyle. Couldn't do so. Here's an opportunity for Marifiotti. He can shoot too. He hasn't got a bad shot on him when he gets onto them.
Here we go.
Here it is now. Back post. He's
Here we
looking
go.
for Marifiotti. Can anyone get to it? No, they can't. That was good work there. First of all by McGreevy to Marifiotti. Marifiotti tried to get it back. I think it might have been Klimek that he was looking for, Rob.
He was caught underneath it. If you look at the replay, yeah, I reckon he should have gone for the goal.
Well, I thought that he would go for the goals.
He tried to square it up with his head.
He tried to square it up, and they're probably doing the team thing, Rob. And that was good work there by Croydon, and Marifiotti unselfishly probably should have
gone for the goals. He got to his head quite easily, spells.
Yeah, well, Tony had sort of, with his vision, has asked them to spread it and move it and do it, and they did, but they just couldn't quite find it.
That doesn't sound too good. Spread it, move it, and what was
do it?
Do it. So corner kick on the far side. It'll be Visconti.
And there's a quick sub there too.
Doyle's on, looks like.
Yes.
As a big boy.
Yeah.
Difference to it straight away.
I'm pretty sure that's his brother that came on for Raiders. He's a shorty. If you see him over there, compared to Doyle.
Are you sure that they're related, Rob?
Well, someone in the club room said they are brothers. So do I take their word?
I don't know.
They've got the same surname. So anyhow, another corner kick on the far side. Corner kick number 5 in the second half for Croydon. So they're really clocking them up.
I see a right boot of Rocky here, but he's going left again.
Yep, outside of his foot. Headed there, chance for Klimek. Here's a goal. No, save. Goal. No, save. Save, goal. Goal. How many times did that happen?
In the end,
it want to go in?
In the end, it was Klimek, but great goalkeeper. You have to say, Chamberlain's had an exceptional game this afternoon. He saved 2 or 3 there in a row. And as we get the replay now, it's Visconti, gets it into the middle, finds the head there of, would have been Marifiotti again.
Saved. Good save by Chamberlain.
Second save.
Still trying to get to it.
That could be a third save, and in the end, I think it was
Klimek.
it
went past him through Klimek.
That poked it home, Rob.
So 81st minute mark. Goal there by Croydon Kings. Virtually has wrapped it up here, boys, I reckon.
I think it was wrapped up before then, Rob. But Chamberlain, high up there in my best players, Rob. I think he's had a great game under the conditions.
Both goalkeepers have played okay, haven't they?
They have. And you have to feel a little bit for Raiders. I think that they've had an exceptional first half. And up until Mimi Saric got sent off, I thought they were right on top of this game. And unfortunately, that's the way things happen. That's sport, and that's part of, unfortunately,
it's going to be
bad luck.
Tough for Joel Porter, the coach of Raiders, because I think, as we were saying today on the Saturday Soccer Show, Croydon did go into attack once again. And that's come off... the Raiders, another corner kick for Croydon Kings. Marifiotti winning that one. They made a lot of changes compared to what they had last year. They lost a lot of players. I mean, you saw Cam Sober has come here to the Croydon Kings, and they lost some other players as well. So
and he made the point, Rob, that he's got a very young team and very inexperienced, and they've got Bralic, they've got their captain in Paleka, and also Saric. But you have a look at the team. Away from that.
Corner kick taken here by Visconti. Goes back to him. Get on his left foot. Goes one way. Then he's got to go and swing it in. Close to the keeper. Well done, Chamberlain again.
Yeah, and he's just going to find it difficult because he hasn't got much experience in the team, but he's got a lot of players that are quite exciting. And, is it enough to get them and stay in the major league? I'm not so sure, but it's a tough job as it is Croydon to come forward through Klimek, overlapping here. There's an opportunity for Doyle. It was at the back post, couldn't get to it. Corner. And it will be another corner. Gee, the players of Raiders must be feeling the heat, and the goalkeeper's in an oven at the moment. He's been under pressure for this last 20-25 minutes, Rob, with corners and shots coming at him, one after the other, and it will be Croydon now to take this corner. It looks like Cam Sober is going to take the corner, and we're getting another change, Rob. It is Klimek to come off. and got to keep up with all these changes. We'll see who's coming on now.
We won't know who it is, I bet you. If it turns around.
Because this is their third change, Rob, or fourth change. I'm not sure. I'm betting it's Francesca.
Francesca, Jesse.
I'm betting it's Francesca.
16.
Yep.
16, yep. So the corner kick taken too close to the defenders. Cleared it, goes back to Visconti, goes back inboard. It's got to go on his right foot. Good tackle, though, by the Raiders there in Piantadosi. They do clear it in the end. Only as far as Farrell. He might crack it from there. Does so. Always going up.
Rob, bit optimistic. I'd be upset if I was one of the strikers if a player did that behind me, especially when you've got 5 players. Doesn't matter, Rob. You've got 5 players. It's a team game. You've got 5 players making runs for you, and I think you've got to use them.
Well, you got a beautiful
You know
goal
how I feel about team play.
Well, you know, 4-2.
You do not shoot. I'm sorry. You do not shoot from that far out when you've got players in better positions.
4-2 up, no problems in my books.
Sorry, don't agree at all.
So another change.
He'd be sitting on the bench with me after that one.
Probably he's sitting down now. Somebody else has come on for Croydon.
Oh, this one might be the one that we don't have, Rob.
Yeah, we'll try and pick up his number.
And he gets a first touch to it straight away.
13.
He's looking up there for Marafiotti. Gets his second chance. Number 13 it is. And we don't have him on the card, Rob. But anyway, it will be Zacharopoulos. He leaves it for Brazzali. Jesse Francesca.
Jordan Figari.
Figari, is it?
Figaria.
As Rocky Visconti. Rob, we're going to have to start thinking about the player of the match, as it is Farrell. Goes to Visconti. Visconti now with time. Goes out wide, finds his player there in Panagaris, back to Visconti, switches play, goes to Farrell. He's had a really good game, other than that shot that he just had that he shouldn't have.
So is that going to go against him to get the man of the match?
That's going to go against him. He's done for me.
Cam Sober. He's got the ball, looks up. He's had a great game. You go close. Rocky Visconti always plays well. Doyle was there. Looking to mop it up, though, is Hutton 80. As he got the ball, gets tripped over.
Down.
Free kick, no. Wave play on. As Figueria has got it, goes short to Brazzali. He goes towards the play there in Jesse Francesca. In towards the centre of the ground. Farrell again. He's had the ball a lot. Goes short to Francesca again. Back to Farrell. To the play on that far side, even further left it goes. Visconti got it towards that left side. He got it again to Farrell. To Brazzali. Almost 42 minutes played on the Coffee time clock. Parlamento scoreboard, it is Croydon leading 4-2. The score hasn't changed at the moment. As it goes over the goal line for a goal kick.
And you got your wish straight away, Rob. As
just noticed it.
Chamberlain takes his 100th goal kick. Goes short to Boccaccio. Well,
is that a stat?
Top of my head, Rob.
It's a big stat. That means he's had 100 touches.
Tried to get it to Taladera.
Man of the match, yeah.
If we were playing the Aussie rules, the touches would have got him the man of the match. As he goes back to his goalkeeper and Zacharopoulos, who had a great first half. He actually kept Croydon in the game at a crucial time.
True.
Visconti now, who's also had a really good game, goes and finds Marafiotti. He's tried all day. He wins himself a free kick.
West Beach Pizza Bar score update around the grounds. West Torrens Bacala, it's still 2-2 against Blue Eagles. And LA United, although they've got 2 men sent off, it's still hanging on to the 2-1 lead against Panthers.
As it is Francesca now, gets it out wide to Visconti. Visconti wants Panagaris, can't find him, but he does now. Panagaris goes all the way back and finds that player that I don't
Farrell?
have. No,
huh?
Back further. But anyway, it's Figaria, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
To Francesca. Goes to Kemsoba, back to Francesca. Good ball to Gazettas. Can he find somebody in the middle of the park? He can't! Marafiotti takes a mark.
Lucky he took it over the sideline before he caught it. Could have got sent off for that. As the goal kick quickly taken, goes out right-hand side to Bility. He goes short, finding Anikiariko. Tough job for Anikiariko today. Goes to Karatavlis. Goes short, find Pocaccio. Anthony Pocaccio loses out though. Farrell again. Might be leaning towards him, Spells.
Oh, he's been very good.
As Visconti looking for Doyle. Doyle can crack it. Gets across.
Oh, great.
Well done, Doyle.
Beautifully constructed.
Found Marifiotti, and he puts his goal number 2 into the back of the net. And with his 2 goals, he's been pretty high in the best players as well, Marifiotti.
89th, Rob?
Correct. Oh, no, I'll say the 90th because it's past.
90th, okay. I'll tell you what, I reckon it's been a while since Marifiotti scored a brace in his career, Rob. But that was a good finish, but great ball there by Doyle, I'd have to say.
Yep.
And look, Raiders are just walking at the moment. The longer this game goes, the more goals. I think they're just waiting for the final whistle. But the best player for me by a mile is Rocky Visconti, Rob. And
You said it was close everywhere. Now you're going...
No, but well, Farrell took that shot, so...
So they switch of play. So it's Raiders down 5-2 against the Croydon Kings.
Who would have thought this, Rob? When
They were 2-0 up. Did you know that?
2-0 up, to lose.
I was going to say
Did I
that
not
to you
say?
guys.
Do I have to repeat myself? 2-0 was a dangerous scoreline.
Oh, Rob.
You're a magician, Rob.
Oh, he's like Nostradamus. It's just sickening.
Oh, he's my grandfather. Goes in
He's
board.
half related to Nostradamus, too.
Half, yeah. Goes in board. So Croydon Kings, Farrell. Gets it short to man of the match, you reckon? Visconti.
That's
As
my
it
pick.
goes right-hand side. We'll see what Spells says. As Gazidis tussling there with Boccaccio. We're just approaching a minute of time on the Coffeex Coffee time clock. Parlamento scoreboard. Croydon Kings 5, leading Raiders 2.
I just thought Rocky was a little slow early, and Farrell's been just so solid. And
I'm going for Farrell too. I think we win.
And especially just when they needed him, he just really gave them
And he's
a bit of a
marshalled
rip,
the
and
defence
he
as well,
has.
hasn't he?
He just fired them into action, and they've not looked back.
But Visconti again, he has played well. Goes to Gazidis, can get the shot. Cross trying to find Doyle. He's not happy. And it's gone over the sideline for another corner kick. You're nodding your head. Why?
No, I just don't think players should have a go at each other.
Oh.
I mean,
Not a go, no. He just really asked his
you
team
should
to
have
lift.
put it in front of me rather than behind me. That's exactly what he said.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who was that, Tony?
that was
Doyle.
Doyle
Okay.
saying that to Gazettas.
Yes.
I read lips.
Visconti loses out though. Away go Raiders. Can they get another 1 goal back? As he's going for a bit of a run too. This is Taladera. And it's cleared. Goes out to Cam Sober. He's had a great game, isn't he?
Yeah,
Good little
sure
player.
has. Hurt his back.
Did he? Let's go short to Farrell again. Up, trying to fight. Oh, gee, that was a great volley.
Marifiotti could have
Oh,
had
where'd he come
If
from?
that went in, he might have got
That
man
was,
of the
another,
match.
that was another great save there by Chamberlain. He's high in my best players anyway.
He can certainly be high on your best players, but he won't get it.
No, I said he's
Oh,
high up there.
yeah.
I'd
Oh,
give
he's
him
up
points
there,
for
yeah.
this game.
Correct. So it'll be Chamberlain late in this game. They are down 5-2. That's Raiders. Croydon leading. Goes to Francesca. In board he goes. And finding Farrell. And just happened to be the man of the match, getting the last touch of the game, Nathan Farrell. And a good win there by Croydon Kings after Tony being 2-0 down.
Yeah,
But
look,
we knew once that player got sent off, it was going to be difficult.
as I said, it is unfortunate because Raiders, I thought, had the better first half, Robin. I think they played really, really well. Saric was playing well. Bralic was playing well. All their experienced players were playing well. Their captain in Paleka was playing well, and the youngsters were doing their job, Rob. And they had put a lot of pressure on Croydon. and it got to the stage of 2. But once they lost Sarich, I think that the game was over there. And Croydon, to their credit, they found the back of the net 5 times, Rob. You can't ask for more than that, other than to say that Brazzali would not be happy that they've copped another 2 goals. But this could be the turning point for Croydon. They've got a very, very good team, Rob. And it's nice to see that Frank Marifiotti finished with 2 goals. This might give him a little bit of confidence because, as we know, with a bit of confidence, he can be a very, very dangerous striker.
It's difficult to play in conditions like this as well, isn't it?
But all credit to Raiders, Robbie. They've got a young team. Look, I really do feel for them, but I give them a lot of credit, Rob, because I thought that they played very, very well under difficult circumstances.
Well, the goal scorers for Croydon Kings, Farrell getting a goal, Cam Sober getting a beautiful goal and doing his customary backflip. Luke Clegg scoring a goal, but Frank Marifiotti getting 2 goals. So it's good to see from he made the move from Para Hills to Croydon Kings, and a good move.
I think he originally was with Croydon Kings.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think he was with Croydon Kings, and he did go to Para Hills, and I think after that he's came back. But good luck to Frank, and as I said, this could be the turning point that Croydon needed, because they're under the pump too. Now, you know, they've won their first game. They've got the 3 points on the board, which just eases the pressure, because the expectations on Croydon were high, Rob, a lot higher than what they would have been for Raiders to make that top, you know, 2 or 3 teams.
Goal scorers for Raiders, Palekis getting a beautiful goal in the 40th minute mark, and Shukabu Hutton 80 scoring a goal in the 52nd minute, which he volleyed into the back of the net. So they made it 2-0, but the Croydon Kings certainly came flying to win this game 5-2. So we've got our boundary rider Spells having a chat with our man of the match, our Chemist King man of the match, Nathan Farrell.
Yeah, I have got Nathan here, and well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You know, I saw you in about probably the 10th minute of the second half there really give it to your guys and say, come on.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, it's not nice to do that to your teammates, but sometimes it takes that, you know, the coach blasts the team, you know, when you're not performing, but sometimes it takes one of the players from within the group to sort of give the team a kick up the bum, if you like, you know. Yeah,
well, you gave him a kick up the bum and you got a response. So that probably was as important as anything, is that the group responded for you.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I don't do it to be mean to the team. I do it for the best interest of the boys. And like you said, we've come away with the result. What was it, 5-2 in them? We were 2-0 down. You know, they had 10 men, but I still think credit to the boys. We dug deep, and I think we got the result we thoroughly deserved. Yeah,
you bet, Nate. Some really nice soccer there in the second half. You just put in some beautiful balls, and your eyes lit up, and you had a look at it, and you there was a little bit of an ask there from Tony as to whether that was a shot at goal or a cross.
Were you going for it?
I actually, at first I was like, maybe I'll put this one in the box, and then I thought, you know what, stuff them, I'm having a hit, and yeah, I meant it. I don't score often, but when I do score, they tend to be okay, so I'm happy with it.
So I win the argument with that one. But Nathan, well done today. I mean, after being 2-0 down, I know Raiders got reduced to 10 men. Were you still confident you were going to win this game? Or get back into it?
Oh, to be honest, when you play with a bunch of players like we've got, you're always confident that you're going to get back in the game. But, you know, like I said, I had to try and pick the boys up, but I knew we'd get the right response. You know, we're hungry. We've had a bad start to the season, and despite the sort of, you know, the poor performance to start off with, I knew the boys would turn it around and you know, do what we needed to do to make sure we got the points today. Yeah,
Nathan, congratulations. Is this the turning point for Croydon? I mean, you know, you wouldn't want to be 3-0 at the moment, and the way that you've come back, I think that would obviously give you a lot of confidence.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd love to say it's a turning point, but you know, we're not going to take anything for granted. We're going to come back out on the track next week, and we're going to work hard, and we're going to make sure we get the result. You know, we're not going to be granted anything. You know, we have to earn it, and that's what we're going to do. So yeah, hopefully it is the turning point, and you know, you can see a lot more good football from the Croydon Kings that you've sort of been used to over the past couple of years.
Yeah, the only negative I saw in the game, but that you know, again, you've copped a couple of goals, which Mark Brazzali wouldn't be happy with. I mean, this is something that he's going to have to tweak because now that's 9 goals in 3 games. And you wouldn't want to make that something that you do every week, because coming back from 2 goals down is not going to happen every week.
No, you're not going to come back from 2 goals down every week, and definitely we're going to have to address that defensively. You know, it's not just the back four; it's a team game. Yeah, it's a unit, and you know, we will work on that during the week, and hopefully we start to iron out some of the creases, and you know, we keep a clean sheet, because as a defender, I hate conceding goals, regardless of the score.
You lost some key players, especially guys that can score goals, but today I thought Frank Marifiotti really held his head up.
Yeah, you know, we have lost a few players in the off-season. That's part of football, especially these days. Players tend to come and go for whatever reasons. And yeah, credit to Frank. You know, I'm a big fan of Frank. haven't played against him in previous seasons. He's very hard to play against, and just being in his team, the work rate he puts in is unbelievable. You know, real hard worker, and like you said, you've seen him get the rewards today from his hard work.
Well.
Yeah.
And just on yourself, mate, are you playing more defensive this season? His brother got you playing more in the back? Looks like you're coming from the back.
I mean,
more.
Traditionally, I'm a defender. You know, sort of last year and this year, I've been playing sort of holding midfield. He likes me to just sit there and sit really deep, and that doesn't mind me. You know, I don't want to do doggies all day, so I just sit put.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Well done.
I think it was a great game, great comeback by Croydon. I was very impressed with the way that you played as a team. And
special mention to your keeper too, especially that first half. A couple of great saves.
Yeah. Costa, you know, he actually left the club a few weeks ago due to work.
Okay.
And our reserve keeper actually did his ACL a few weeks ago, so we were sort of stuck, and Costa's been nice enough to come out again for a few weeks and help the team out. And it happened to be the week before last week's game when we did lose Nick Munro to an unfortunate red card. So yeah, big credit to Costa. You know, he's come out, he's helped the boys out, and today I think, despite copping two, he did a job.
Did a great job. Yeah, he did a great job.
Well done, mate. You got our Man of the Match award, which Spells is going to present it to you.
I sure am, Nathan Farrell, our Chemist King Man of the Match.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well done.
Well done.
Thanks, guys.
So Nathan Farrell getting the Chemist King Man of the Match, thanks to obviously Michael Uccello and the boys down there at the Chemist King Hectorville, and Spells presented that to him, and yeah, certainly had a good game, but a hell of a lot of players played well for Croydon. Yeah,
look, as we go through them, I thought Visconti had a great game.
We'll start from the keeper, I suppose.
We'll start from the keeper. I really loved his game right at the beginning. He pulled off a couple of magnificent saves. Obviously, Farrell, who we've given the man of the match to, I thought that Rocky Visconti had his usual great game, especially in the second half. He really came into it. Elvis came sober. He just caused havoc right through the day. You go right through the team. Luke Klimek had a good captain's game. I'm really happy for Frank Marifiotti, who put 2 away today. That will give him some confidence. But you could go through the whole team.
He could have got 3 or 4
He
too.
could have got 3 or 4. Probably
a
should have
beautiful
got 3
volley
or
at
4.
the end.
Looking at Raiders, Rob, I'd have to Chamberlain is right up there. I'd like to give him a couple of points. That's how much I think his game was so good. You know, there was a couple of decent players. I thought Pierce Stevens had a great first half. I thought Paleka had a good captain's game for Raiders. And ability showed some, Rob.
Show some ability. And you thought Mimi Surridge, while he was on the park, played well too, didn't he?
Yep, definitely.
Unfortunately, getting sent off in the 40th minute mark. So repeating the scores at other grounds, Adelaide United Youth still got them in the 90th minute mark. I'm pretty sure that game would have finished by now, but it's still stuck on 2-1. Adelaide United, we had 2 players sent off. And Burkella Blue Eagles, that finished. Well, it has finished now. Adelaide United winning 2-1 against Panthers. Burkella Blue Eagles was a 2-2 draw there, Tony. And obviously this game here of Croydon Kings 5 defeating Raiders 2. Tonight there was a game at 7 o'clock down at the Adelaide Shores, West Adelaide against the Comets. And on Sunday, the regional round down at Mount Gambier, it'll be Metro Stars up against Campbelltown. And that's going to be a ripper of a game, that one. Okay, Tony, we'll just about wrap it up here at the Polonian Reserve, repeating the final scores. It was Croydon Kings winning 5-2. Any final say?
No, look, I think it was an enjoyable game. Certainly the second half, we've had some action, and I think we look forward to Croydon, I think, showing how good a team they are in the future, Rob.
Thanks, Tony, once again. Thanks to Andrew Spells down on the boundary line, and just from me and the boys here at the 10th innings, we'll just wrap it up, and we'll see you next week.
Round 3 of the PlayStation 4 NPL season is proudly brought to you by NSR Australia and New Zealand. US colleges are recruiting student footballers. Register now for the upcoming trials at www.nsrregistration.com/FFSA.
Bye.